Okay, so again, we have the second part, describing problems too. In here we said that we can describe problems using gerunds or the passive infinitive. To use the gerund, we are going to be using, if it's for a singular noun, as you can see in here, we are going to be using the third person singular, so we'll be saying needs. The oven needs adjusting, and then I have my gerund. Or the alarm, as you can see, and then we use the third person singular.
Teacher, I don't listen nothing.
Okay, so in here we have, again, describing problems, the second part. So on this part, we are going to describe problems using need plus a gerund, or need plus a passive infinitive, and keep plus a gerund. So I was saying that in here we can use, for a singular noun, we will be using the third person singular. So we will be saying needs, the oven needs, and then we have the alarm needs because it's the third person singular. And then we will be using our gerund, in this case adjusting, fixing, the alarm needs fixing, the oven needs adjusting. Is very similar to this example that we were seeing in the conversation. In here, as you can see, your refrigerator needs fixing again. For example, your refrigerator needs fixing again. I have some extra information in here. For example, we have some other examples in here. For example, the wall needs painting, as you can see. The fan needs fixing. The lamp shade needs replacing. So basically we are using need to describe a problem, and then we are using the gerund to say what is it that we have to do for this problem to be resolved. The wall needs painted. The fan needs fixing. The lampshade needs replacing. And then we have this problem, how to describe problems like this, which is need plus the passive infinitive. In this case, we are using again our verb needs in this case because we are saying it. And then we are using to, it needs to, they need to, and the base form of the verb to be, it needs to be. And one more time, we are going to be using the past participle of the verbs. So we will be saying it needs to be adjusted. It needs to be fixed. Like in here, the plant needs to be watered. The clothes need to be picked up. The trash needs to be taken out. So we have using need with a gerund, needs painting, needs fixing, needs replacing, and then we have using need in the passive voice, needs to be watered, need to be picked up, needs to be taken out. As you can see, since this noun is plural, we are saying need. We are not saying needs, because in here, this is not a third person singular, this is plural. So they need to be picked up, it needs to be watered. In here we have an example with the passive voice in English. Basically we have the active voice, we have a doer, which is the person that does the action. So someone needs to take out the trash. Take out is our action verb, and then the trash is the receiver of the action verb. In the passive voice, we eliminate the doer, we eliminate the person that does this action, and we put the receiver, the thing or the person that receives the action, and we say the trash needs to be taken out. We have the verb to be in here, the base form, and then the past participle. As you guys can see in here, it needs to be adjusted. It needs to be fixed. It needs to be taken out, need to be picked up, needs to be watered. It's basically the same.
Teacher, I have a question.
Yes.
Always, I need to use in the third person ing, and when it's in plural, I need to use the passive.
No, no. The singular is only, you can use anything you want basically. The singular, what I'm explaining, is just for the S on the need. The clothes need, the plant needs, they need, it needs. That's what the third person is for, to know when to put the S in here. This has nothing to do with the third person.
And if it's in plural, I need to use passive.
No, that has nothing to do with that. If it's in plural, the only thing that you need to change is the need. This in here has nothing to do with plural or singular. Plural or singular is only for need or needs. This is the only thing that changes.
Teacher, for Rafael, the bad boy.
So here we are showing some examples again of the passive voice and the gerund. So we can say the microwave needs to be cleaned, or the microwave needs cleaning. The food in the fridge needs to be thrown out, or the food in the fridge needs throwing out. The trash needs to be taken out. The trash needs taking out. The floor needs to be swept. The floor needs sweeping. The dishes need to be washed. The dishes need washing, because in here we can say that we can see the different forms to use either the need plus gerund or need plus the passive infinitive. And then the last part in here, we are going to be talking about keep plus a gerund. So when I use keep on a sentence, when I am using keep, it's because this problem is something that continues to happen. It's a recurrent problem, and it happens over and over and over. So it happens more than one time. If I say everything keeps burning, or the alarm keeps going off, it's because I have had this problem many times, and it keeps repeating and repeating and repeating. This is for continuous problems. Things that happen continuously in your house, for example. In here, Jessica is tired of all these problems. The dog keeps getting the floor dirty. Someone keeps leaving dishes in the sink. The oven keeps burning my food. The smoke alarm keeps going off. So in here, keep, we are only using the gerund. So to talk about these continuous problems using keep, we are only going to be using the gerund. Keep getting the floor dirty, keep leaving, keeps going off, keeps burning. All of these verbs in gerund, as you can see here in the book as well.